Of the Kabul Institute for Peace and the former Deputy Chairman of the High Peace Council. Good to have you back with us. Firstly, the UN Aid Chief Martin Griffiths has also called for countries to restart aid to Afghanistan. Tell us more about how desperately the country needs this assistance.
Thank you so much. Well, we've had a terrible year, really, in terms of natural disasters in Afghanistan, and especially the south, east and southwest areas of Afghanistan has been severely affected. We had a horrendous earthquake back in June, which was 6.1 in Richter scale. It destroyed a lot of houses, and over 300 people were killed as a result. And unfortunately, recently we've had the floods, and the floods have destroyed particularly Logar province. We visited all these sites, and unfortunately, the housing on rural Afghanistan are basically mud houses. So the destruction level is really horrific. And when these occurrences happen in the middle of the night, like in Jalalabad, the last earthquake was 2:30 a.m. and the one in the Paktika province was at 1:30 a.m. So everyone's sleeping, and all of a sudden, disaster strikes and people lose their lives. And in terms of political situation, the sanctions, the economic downturn is just severely affected Afghanistan in a very negative way. And, our hope is that, politics will be put aside, and there'll be more concentration on helping the Afghan people who are in a desperate situation as the winter is looming.
And of course, much of the international aid that once flowed into Afghanistan was cut off last year when the Taliban took power. Governments and NGOs were concerned about supporting the Taliban rulers, who many say don't respect the rights of minorities in the country, including women. Is there a way that countries can resume this aid into the country without perhaps propping up the Taliban rulers in Afghanistan?
Well, the thing is that, there has to be some kind of an understanding. There is obviously some aid coming through from the UN channels and the agencies, but unfortunately, what we are experiencing at the moment, I'm also heading the Gulzad Foundation, who's helping people in natural disasters. And what we're finding is that the bigger agencies, the UN agencies, cannot get to the people in time. And obviously, they are appealing for more money and more aid to come in order to be able to distribute that. Fortunately, there's not too much difficulty between the bigger NGOs and the current Taliban government. And as far as I've experienced and I've seen, the Taliban are trying to be helpful, at least in this particular area, with anyone who's interested to help, whether it's local NGOs or international NGOs. But the bottom line is that, we need more funds in Afghanistan to be able to basically cope with this. We totally cannot, at this moment in time, afford to have these natural disasters in any shape or form.
Okay, Nadir Naim, we will have to leave it there, but we really appreciate your analysis. Thank you again for joining us.